Hey, what's up, Eagles fans?
Back on track, great win.
These division games, they ain't pretty, but I'm telling you, in this league, it's about getting them wins. But baby, Merry Christmas. Just want to wish y'all well, and I hope you guys got a big smile on your face. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Go Eagles.
All right, Jalen, tell me about this win today. You guys really gritted it out. So what do you appreciate about the type of victory this was?
I appreciate how we persevere. Not the prettiest win, but we'll take it. We ain't won in a long time, so definitely something to appreciate. Just got to keep building, man. We got things we need to polish up and clean up as we make this push, but we need to finish strong. Everything is still in front of us.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry Christmas.
All right, back to you.
I got everything I need.
enough, maneuvered through the pocket, and was able to get it over the defender. AJ made a great play, staying alive, and not letting the situation get the best of us, finding a way to overcome that circumstance we kind of put ourselves in.
Jalen, what's the state of the locker room right now from your vantage point?
I think we're hungry. I think we're motivated, eager, kind of the same things I've been saying. In just terms of chasing that standard we have for ourselves and demanding that of ourselves. I don't think win, lose, or draw, there's a circumstance where you compromise the standard of what we want and how we want to be. But it's just a matter of being together and committing yourselves to that excellence and chasing that. And so, obviously good to get a win. Great to get a win. We kind of went to a little tough stretch there, but to be able to overcome the things we did today. Defense played the way they did, kind of had some unfortunate things happen with a couple of the turnovers. And, in the end, I think we just have to continue to grow and control the things that we can, controlling our ball security, controlling the little details, and how we're attacking guys, how we're lining up, and just everybody doing that together. It takes everyone, and so it's still a process.
You guys were able to score. Were there any adaptations you made there to push through?
No, just execute. Everybody doing their jobs, everybody being on the same page and going out there and executing.
What happened in the half on the play?
I'm sorry?
On the play which you didn't run out of bounds, what happened there?
I didn't run out of bounds. You said it well as well. It's as simple as that. I made a mistake. Didn't run out of bounds. If I could go back, I damn sure would, but made a mistake there.
You talked this week, Jalen, about the guys in the locker room having uncomfortable conversations. What's your role been in that?
I think as a leader, it's been pivotal. I think everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own perspective on their role and what that is for this football team. But I have mine, and being a leader, you have to not only be able to lead by example, but you have to be able to lead by action. Lead by your execution, lead by what you do daily, lead by the level of commitment that you're showing, and just try and be an example. Be an example for someone else to follow. The number one thing is I never ask anyone to do something that I'm not willing to do. So it's just about us, finding out what that is in terms of our togetherness and just staying together through everything and just growing. This is a great game to a great opportunity for us to build on with how we were efficient, minus the turnovers. That's kind of been the whole thing. So, if anything, we just need to continue to find ways to protect the ball, whether it's a tip ball and it gets called, or an unfortunate fumble, or whatever it is. Just finding ways to eliminate those things.
You've been talking about all year long about playing up to a standard, playing you guys' best ball. How close or how far away from you guys, to that standard? How far are you?
I'd love to say we're close. I'd love to say we're close, and I think it's trending in the right direction. When you demand such excellence of yourself, and you got the type of guys we have on our team, everybody's going to be eager to grow. Everybody's going to be eager for more. But, when did winning not become the main thing? And I think with that standard that we talk about, though, it's like that double-edged sword of, what's more important, winning or the standard. It's a very manipulative thing to the mind sometimes, but I can go play to the standard and lose, and I'll be sitting at home sick. I can go win and I play to the standard, and I can be like, man, we got some more in us. We can go chase it. So it's that fight that we battle as competitors.
What
Take 2 more.
What goes through your mind when they're changing and run the ball?
I mean, to get the first down, I mean, I'm just trying to execute the play. I don't really pay too much attention to it. I'm just trying to operate it rather than, I'm just trying to operate it. Kind of get loud on offense. They're supposed to get loud for the defense, not us.
You got
to
blitzed a lot.
Devontae.
You got blitzed a lot. Wink, obviously, you knew was going to come at you from all directions. How do you think you guys handled that?
I think there are times where we handled it well. I think there are times where we could have handled it better. Just takes everyone being on the same page with that, and it takes all 11 executing. And that's Daddy does a really great job with that. He's well known for that, and much respect to him and how we call this game.
Thanks, Jalen.
Yeah, that's stuff that we shouldn't be doing in week, what are we, in 15 right now? Yeah. I mean, that's embarrassing to have too many guys on the field. I had a bad snap. That's never acceptable. I think there's a sloppy game all around. And I think, we played really well at times, which led to a lot of, especially offensively, we had 450-some yards or something like that. We moved the ball really, really well. We ran the ball well. We threw the ball extremely well. So a lot of really, really good things. But obviously, the mistakes, the gross errors, the penalties kept them in the ball game longer than probably what should have been.
Getting the win.
Yeah, shoot. Feels good, right? Obviously got some things to clean up. But good energy to get back on the right side of things. Always better feeling correcting the tape after a win than after a loss. That's for sure. And so we needed to get out of the funk that we were in, and sometimes that's just by getting a win. And I thought there was a lot of good things out there today. Obviously, I'll have to watch it and have some more answers for you guys about that. But a lot of good things. Obviously, the negative things, the turnovers. The turnovers that. And we got a big one at the end. Keeley had a big play at the end. We got some things to clean up in a 2-minute drill as well. But I'm excited to be able to clean those up after getting a win and getting 11 wins on the year.
How do you think Jalen handled the blitz?
Yeah, I thought he did a lot of good things. And that handling the blitz is a twofold. The things that we do to put him in positions to make plays, and also him being able to deliver the ball. So we did a couple different things. A lot of respect for Coach Wink. He's one of the best defense coordinators in the NFL. There's no doubt about it. So I have a ton of respect for him and the things that he creates for the defense. But I thought Jalen did a lot of good. I thought Jalen played a really good game. Obviously, I'll have to go watch it. The interceptions not on him, but I'll have to go watch the other things with that, and we'll get better from it. And so. But I thought he did a lot of good things there, even with the pressure. But there's definitely things we need to clean up, and that's as coaches and Jalen as well.
Jalen address before halftime him cutting up the field. You guys got a penalty out of it to keep the clock there. How'd y'all address that in terms of
say that? Oh! They got a penalty. Yeah. I think Jalen and I both made mistakes on that drive. I didn't call a timeout, and then the clock was going, and I probably wasted 15 seconds there, and that's bad. That's bad on my part, really bad on my part. Then Jalen not going out of bounds. Those combine for us not being able to get full 7. But I think it starts with me. I make that mistake, then Jalen makes that mistake. We have to be better in that 2-minute drive. But we'll learn from that. Like I said, it starts. I gotta bang one of those timeouts right there, and then he's got to go out of bounds there, and we get probably a chance for another play to see what happens.
You feel fortunate, Nick, that Hassan at the end of the game he's getting a roughing the passer penalty. I didn't see it, so I don't know if it was a real one or not. But that Jalen Carter can't get off the field. You with the timeout. Jalen with staying in bounds but getting saved by their penalty. Do you feel fortunate to get away?
I wouldn't say fortunate. We're upset about those things, and those are definitely the things we need to clean up. And I think, we have to clean those things up, like not coming off the field fast, right? That's just got to be something that we do on every single punt in case they go fast like that. Hassan's penalty, we got to be legal on that, and we want to get the hit on the quarterback, but we have to do it legally. All those things are what I feel fortunate about is those things are easily corrected, and we got to get them corrected.
What does it say about your team that you can endure that and still win?
Yeah, I think we've shown that as this team's resilient, right? We have resilient guys. We've had to show that a bunch this year. Sure, we'd love to be winning by multiple scores, but that's not the reality of the NFL sometimes. And so I think you have a resilient team because of the resilient leaders that we have on this team. And so we were able to overcome, but to do the things we want to do, we can't make those mistakes. And again, like I said, that's always going to start with me. Anytime there's a game management thing or a penalty thing, I'm putting that 100% on myself. But we'll get in the film room and make sure we get it corrected. And I'll own my mistakes. I know the players will own their mistakes, and we'll get better from it.
What was the key on that drive following the pick six?
Yeah, the key was that 3rd and 16. I mean, what an unbelievable play by Jalen and AJ. And then being able to ride that momentum, right, to run the ball, and get down there and finish the drive. I think, was it Swift that finished that drive? Yeah. Man, Swift played a great game, didn't he? But I think that was the key, Zach. I mean, it was an unbelievable. I mean, we're in. Sometimes in those 3rd and real longs, it takes a great, there ain't a lot of plays that you can draw up on 3rd and, was it 16? 3rd and 20. There are not a lot of plays you can draw up on 3rd and 20. So it was just an unbelievable individual effort by Jalen, by AJ, the offensive line giving Jalen enough time to be able to escape and step up in the pocket and fire the ball to AJ. So, yeah, that to me is the key, and that to me is when you're getting when you're in a little bit of a rut, and they had scored off of 2 turnovers, scored 15 points off 2 turnovers. We talk about that a lot in training camp, and hey, we're in a rut. Someone's got to pull us out, right? So we got to do a good job as coaches putting y'all in position to make plays, and then someone's got to make a play and pull us out, and Jalen and AJ did just that in that particular case. Yeah, of course you can hear that. Yeah. No, we call the plays we feel like we need to call in the situations we need to call it, and I thought we did a really nice job, running it and passing it today. And so, but yeah, you can hear that, and I think I'd hear that too, even if I had a double headset on. So sometimes too, I hear you, but sometimes we got to let Jalen make some calls at the line of scrimmage. So maybe get that chant going, and then Jalen's got to quiet him down and let it go down a little bit.
Follow to that 4-minute drive at the end of the game. It seemed like you needed every second of that drive. How important was it?
Really important. It feels like we've had a bunch of 4-minute drives this year, sometimes being successful, sometimes not. We spent a lot of time working on that, and some of those runs by Swift and the offensive line to open it up, and the tight ends, it was just a good team effort to take that clock down, be able to, sometimes, what's not said sometimes in a 4-minute drive is, the field goal was huge to put us up. To put us up 8, getting them to use their timeouts was huge. The management of the game by Jalen to hold the huddle, break the huddle at a certain point to make sure we're using every second of the clock. We had one mistake in there that we probably snapped it a little early. I got to do a better job communicating with Jalen. Hey, there's a penalty here. The clock's going to run. Let's use all 40 seconds of that. That's 100% on me to make sure I'm communicating that. But really good operation. I mean, that's led by Jalen. The operation out there in a 4-minute, because you tell me, where did that drive start? About 7.5, maybe 8. Yeah, somewhere in there, I think it was. And there was a lot of time eaten up off the clock that put them in a position where they had to run a last-second play from the 26-yard line. So, like I said, just really good job, operation, and then job by the offensive line and DeAndre and the tight ends making the run game go.
Coach, all throughout the season, you guys have been talking about playing your best game. Are you starting to play your best game of the season? How close are you now? Or will you ever get to that point?
You hope that you're getting close, right? You hope that you're getting close at this point. We know we got better football in us, to be 11-4 and still have better football left in you, that's encouraging. But let's go. We got to get there. We got to get there too. And saying we got 2 more games before the playoffs start. All we're thinking about is this next game against a team that's going to come in here and try to take what we have as well. And so again, it just goes back to the daily grind and having your mind prepared to go through the daily grind. But I can't say enough about these guys of how much they want to be excellent and how much they want to make plays for each other. And so we got a great group of guys, and I know they're working like crazy to get us to be able to play our best ball.
Couple more. Conversation with Olamide and the opening kickoff, the second half. What happened there?
Yeah, obviously I'll look at the tape, but it felt like Boston was going backwards a little bit. It's tough to return the ball when you're going backwards. It looked like OZ was trying to get a block, got pushed back into it. That's why ball security is so important at all times. And so I'll have to see exactly what happened, but it looked like I said, it looked like Boston was moving backwards to go forwards, and that's a tough spot to put yourself in. And we'll get that corrected.
Last one, Britain setting the tone with the punt return, but also you got him involved with the bubble screen and north-south. He seems to have that short area.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to get him that opportunity there. I think he gained about 7 on that one. He's going to tell me he should have housed it. But, man, what a weapon. I don't know, y'all have votes for Pro Bowl? Do y'all have votes? Everybody. I mean, geez, vote for that guy. Who's returning the ball better than him? Who's a better return man in the NFL, punt returner in the NFL than Britton Covey? And shoot, he put one on the ground. He's upset about that, but man, he changes games. That first one after the defense gets a big stop, and then Britton coming and doing what he did. I mean, he's a special returner. He has turned himself into a very special football player who's a weapon for us. So Philadelphia, get out there and vote for Britton Covey for Pro Bowl because I haven't seen nobody play better than him, and or haven't seen anybody play better than him and return the ball better than him. He's a stud.
The camera showed you especially animated on that final drive. What in particular caused it?
I get animated a lot. There's things that when mistakes are happening or trying to get, the communication going, it's just a little bit of that, and that happens throughout a game. It's going to be between players and players. It's going to be coaches and players. It's going to be coaches and coaches. But when you have the relationships that we have and the connections that we have, we're able to move on quickly. The guys know all we're trying to do, and the coaches know all we're trying to do is to get everybody to play their best, and sometimes that's with a smack on the butt, and sometimes that's with a yell. But I think all those guys know how we feel about them, and the coaches know how we feel about them and each other. So,
can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating in your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it. It ain't no doggone tomorrow, fellas. What are you gonna bring to the doggone table?